Boston Junior Rangers topped the New Hampshire Avalanche 3-2 in overtime EHL championship game. We're here with New Hampshire Avalanche coach Chris Sorella. Chris, first off, just your initial thoughts on the game.
I thought it was an awesome game. Up and down, big hits, big saves. I think both teams played their hearts out. Fun game to coach, fun game to watch. I think it really shows how good our league really is. And all players, all the coaching staff on both teams laid it all on the line today. It was awesome.
How good was George in that?
George was fantastic. I think he was pretty good all week. I think he was slow out the gate in game one, but he got better as the week went on. And we wouldn't be here without him. And it's so important that I think it's so important that everybody realizes how good George McMichael really is. He's our MVP by far on our team, and he gave us a chance to win every game. He was fantastic again tonight.
Despite the final outcome, what does it mean that performance, that outstanding performance is his final one in a New Hampshire Avalanche uniform?
Yeah, it's exciting for what's to come for him. I think he's only scratched the surface on how good he is. He's going off to Bowdoin in the NESCAC next year. And, they really liked his energy. They really liked how hard he competes. The great thing about George is he's a success story. He played U18. He came up to us 2 years ago and ended up playing games on our premier team to end the season. He worked very, very hard in the offseason, came back, and still, into my opinion, and I know it's just my opinion, but I think he was the best goalie in this league, and he showed it this week.
What's the first thing that comes to mind, or just a few thoughts on this team's run and just being, this group in this season?
Yeah, this was a fantastic group. Again, we had a great locker room, a good group of young men. They battled through it, this crazy season with COVID and schedule changes, and it's hats off to them. They were tremendous. And like I said the other day, we had 17 NCAA Division III commitments. We have 2 or 3 more to announce in the next coming week or so. So there's a lot of good hockey players, and there's a lot of good human beings in that locker room. So I was very happy to coach them and very proud of them.
You have a dozen guys aging out. And just as a whole, what do you have to say about these guys in their tenure in New Hampshire?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys that I think are going to be close with our program for the rest of their lives. Chris Aarons, Andrew Clifford, Ryan Malco. I think the list can go on and on and on. And even some of the new guys that were one and done, like Christian Helbig and guys like that. It's just a fantastic group up and down. The 20-year-old age outs were fantastic. They were great all year. They were great every day. They set the precedence for the guys coming in next.
Chris, we thank you so much for your time and congratulations on the great season.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks.
Yep.
Rich.
And in just a moment, we're going to bring in Rich DiCaprio, head coach of the Boston Junior Rangers.
Mask off, on. It's a great way to stay in shape. I literally might say that every. Oh, just live?
Yes, it is.
All right. Great way to stay in shape.
It certainly is. Well, it's a good way to keep mental shape. Rich, just first off, your initial thoughts on the game.
It was, obviously coming in, we knew it was going to be a war. We felt confident. And then, we dropped down 2-0. And, going into the third period, I just told the guys in between, in the locker room, in between the periods, I just said, if you score the next one to make it 2-1, you're going to come back and win the game because it's going to kind of put a little pressure on them. And sure enough, we did. And then got to OT, and that was nerve-wracking, but we battled. It's a great group of guys, and really just happy for them.
How good was it for you and the guys, this group specifically, to just touch the trophy?
It was special. This was like, I think I mentioned it the other day, this is almost like 2 years in the making where, a lot of these guys were with us last year. And I had all my 99s from last year texting me all week, watching every game. And, it's definitely special for the returning guys from last year's team. And then the new blood that was here that got a taste of it. And that'll be back next year on next year's team. And, we're just gonna rebuild a lot of NCAA commits. And we're really, really excited. But it was great for those guys. They worked so hard all year and battling through, locker rooms all year. And it was they were mentally into it, so it was good.
Like Chris Sorrell, like every other coach in this league, you will have to rebuild a bit, as you mentioned. But so many guys aging out, and this is a year where we weren't sure we were going to have this tournament. How important was it just to get these guys a title under the wire?
It was. I mean, nothing was getting the title was it's a goal every year. I wasn't particularly this year versus last year or next year. It was, we've been trying to get this ever since I took the program over as GM and head coach about 6 seasons ago. So we've been building towards this, and it came to fruition tonight, and now it's a long bus ride home and make some recruiting calls, and that's about it. Get ready for next year.
How great was it to see Drew Below score?
That was awesome. I mean, actually, Drew Lane, who runs the Penalty Box Foundation, he flew down last night, and he said to me this morning before the game even started that Johnny Malandrucolo was going to get the game winner today. And I was like, maybe, yeah, he's a good player. And then here he goes, and bang. It's like, wow.
I'm going to give him credit right now. I believe Kyle was the one who actually said Johnny Malandrucolo if you guys won this.
No, did you?
Okay. I believe so.
Yeah, he's a great kid. We've been fortunate enough to have him for 2 years, and he's an 01, and he's going off to Fredonia. So
he was a P guy too.
He was a P guy, yeah. 60 goals in 40 games. Not too bad.
I don't know if you saw Andrew Pratt taking down the stickers off the.
I did. I helped him a little bit.
Yeah. So where are those going?
Probably in his dorm room.
All right. All right. Good question. Especially with him coming back next year as an 01 and
who?
Nathan Miller.
Miller, yeah,
yes,
right. Yeah.
The goaltender of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a different line of questioning there, but Nathan Miller coming back next year as an 01 as the goaltender of the year. How was his performance tonight, and where do you see him going next year?
Obviously with him, nothing's done yet, but we're pretty confident that he's coming back, and that's the biggest piece on any team. If you're gonna go for a championship, you have to have the goaltending, and with him, and then we have Chris Jackson that we picked up late, who's an 02, who's very good as well. So, I'm just if we can have those guys solidified early, and that's a good starting point. But he was great all. He's obviously goalie of the year. He was awesome all year. Awesome.
Rich, we thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you next year.
Thanks. I'm just gonna get on the bus, have a Gatorade, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
All right. And let's see. Now we are going to bring in Johnny Malandrucolo.
Yeah, thanks.
Scored a game-winning goal. Johnny, first off, just your initial thoughts on the game.
It was a great game. They're a very good team, and we knew that going into this game that it was going to be a hard-fought battle and it was going to be war. But we stuck to our game plan, and we got the outcome we wanted.
Just walk me through the game winner, just the sequence if you can remember, and just that feeling.
I got off the bench. Someone came for a change, and just saw a lot of open area. Was screaming at Tommy Carr to throw it up. He got it to me, and that's all I remember.
Did you see a lot of net, or you're just kind of?
I just saw some 5-hole, so I just put it there, put it on the ice hard, and it went in the back of the net.
I said this to Jeff Mills actually during the post game. How long did it feel like you were waiting for that puck to come to you?
Oh, forever. I was just waiting because those guys coming off their bench, you want to get a step on them. So for sure, definitely, it was crazy, just crazy.
Like when you're down 2-0, that it's coming.
Yeah,
goals are coming
for sure. You look at the earlier games that we played in this weekend, and we were up on teams, and they came back late, scoring 2-3 goals in the third period. So we said we're never going to quit, just be resilient, and one of them's going to fall. Just once one falls, we'll get the next one, and then we'll take it from there.
Your coach just mentioned, of course, that you have committed. So what does it mean to have not just this game, this tournament, but this particular moment that be your last play as a player with this organization?
Yeah, I'm very excited, and Boston Junior Rangers have been great to me for the past 2 years. Last year we couldn't do what we wanted and had the playoffs, but certainly made up for it this year. And like I said, I can't thank my guys enough at BJR for all they've done for me, and very excited for that to be my last memory here.
Just going to the ceremony, like how exciting is it to see Bazal get the MVP?
Oh, so exciting. Busy's such a great guy, and he's always looking out for us, always being the best guy on the team, and it's good to see him get that award. He deserves it.
What's it like knowing that, I mean, this year, a year that we weren't sure was going to happen, that just the whole experience of being able to lift the trophy, to kiss the trophy and to pass it off to your teammates, what was that?
Yeah, it was awesome, and you guys did an amazing job. The EHL did an amazing job making this happen for us, and it was a blast. This is exactly what we wanted, and you guys, again, amazing job, and we're very thankful for that.
Johnny, we thank you so much for your time and your kind comments, and we will see you sometime again.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, John.
All right. Now we're going to bring in the MVP of the tournament, Connor Bazal. Connor, first off, thank you so much for your time. Just your initial thoughts on the game first.
It truly hasn't hit me yet. I mean, obviously going down early wasn't exactly what we wanted to do going into it, but in the locker room in between periods, we're getting our hopes up, believing in each other, making sure we're all on the right page. And I don't think you can script it any better than that. I mean, we've been through so much as a team, and this has been 2 years in the making, so it's incredible.
What are you telling the guys when you're down 2-0 and you kind of have an offensive surge, but still, you don't have any answers at one point in the game?
Yeah, so I think we just want to make sure nobody was panicking. I know in other games in this tournament, we were up early and let teams come back on us. So we knew it was possible, and that's kind of how it's been the whole year. We've had games throughout the season where we've had to come back late, and things aren't going our way in the beginning of the game, but we found a way, and we were just making sure everyone was staying positive and doing it for each other.
Obviously, it cut it to 2-1 at that point, but before your goal, what's your thought process as you're going into that man advantage?
Yeah, I mean, that was huge. We got a couple of power plays there. Right before I scored, I missed the same pass that Andy made me, so I was like, I need to make up for that. But our power play was hot all year. We had great additions with Jake LaChance, and obviously Andy Moore is the player he is, and we knew that was a big opportunity, and if we were going to get it, we got to take advantage of it. So we knew if we scored there, we'd turn the tide. So
how great was it to see Johnny score?
Johnny's incredible. He's the jokester on the team, I'd say, and he's changed so much over these playoffs. I mean, the leadership he's exhibited has been incredible. I know he doesn't wear a letter on his jersey, but he's stepped up big on and off the ice. And honestly, I don't think there's anyone out there that should score that goal besides Johnny. He deserves that. So,
Connor, you played on, offensively speaking and statistically speaking, most successful line on this team. But what does it mean to be leaving this program knowing that Nathan Young and Joey Schaefer are coming with you? And leaving this organization at the same time.
Yeah. So, it's been incredible. I came here last September or 2 Septembers ago, and obviously got to meet those guys. Knew that we were going to be coming back here this year, and got really close to them. And obviously with what happened last year, we had a little bitter feeling after last season. And they're the best line mates you could ask for, and the best co-captains you could ask for. And we've bonded so much this season, and they're my brothers. I love them to death, and it's sad that we're kind of leaving this program, but at the same time, we know that we left our legacy on BJR, and we hope we can just inspire the next teams that come through here.
Connor, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.